Yes, students, how are you? I hope you all are safe at home. So, students, today we are going to start next chapter of Unit 8, chapter number 10, Microbes in Human Welfare. Okay, microbes in human welfare means the microbes that are useful to man in different ways, known as microbes to human welfare. The microbes that are useful to man in different ways, known as microbes to human welfare. In this chapter, we will discuss microbes in household products, microbes in industrial products, microbes in sewage treatment, microbes in production of biogas, microbes as biocontrol agents, microbe as biofertilizers. Okay, so let's start chapter 10, microbes in human welfare. The microbes that are useful to man in different ways, known as microbes in human welfare. We all know that microbes are present everywhere, in soil, water, air, inside our bodies, and that of other animals and plants also. It is present in animals and plants also. Okay, so microbes are present everywhere. Okay, microbes are of different types. Microbes that seen under microscope only, that cannot be seen by naked eyes. Okay, these are called microbes. Microbes are of different types, diverse different types, like protozoa, bacteria, fungi, and microscopic plant viruses. Okay, that seen under microscope. Viroids and the prions. Viroid, these are the single-stranded, circular, non-coding RNAs that infect plants only, and it do not have protein coat. It do not has protein coating. Okay, so viroid are without protein coat, single-stranded, circular, non-coding RNAs that infect the plants. And prions are infectious protein. That are proteinaceous infectious agents. Prions are the proteinaceous infectious agents. That means these are the infectious proteins. They are not living organism. These do not contain nucleic acid. These attack the brain and damage the tissues and cell death. Okay, prions are proteinaceous infectious agents. That means these are infectious proteins. These are not living organism. They do not contain nucleic acid, and these attack the brain. Okay, and causing tissue damage and cell death. Clear? These are the different types of microbes. This is the bacteria, rod-shaped bacteria, after the spherical-shaped bacteria, and these are the rod-shaped bacterium showing flagella. This is the flagella. Okay, these are the viruses. Bacteriophage, the virus that infect bacteria. Okay, adenovirus, which cause respiratory infection, and this is the rod-shaped tobacco-monoic virus. Clear? This diagram showing colonies of bacteria growing in petri dish. This is the petri dish in which colonies of bacteria growing, and this fungal colonies growing in petri dish. Okay. Yes, in chapter 8 you have read that microbes cause a large number of diseases in human beings. Yes, in chapter 8 we have discussed that microbes cause a large number of diseases in human beings. They also cause disease in animals and plants. But this should not make you think that all microbes are harmful. But all the microbes are not harmful. Several microbes are useful to man in diverse ways, in different ways. Okay, so some of the most important contribution of microbes to human welfare are discussed in this chapter. First is microbes in household products. Okay, the microbes that are used in household products. First is lactic acid bacteria or lactobacillus. Lactic acid bacteria or lactobacillus. These bacteria help in the production of curd from milk. This bacteria help in the production of curd from milk. Lactic acid bacteria produce lactic acid. Okay, this produce lactic acid that partially digest milk protein, and coagulate to form curd. So lactobacillus bacteria grow in milk and convert it into a curd. Okay, during this growth, lactic acid bacteria produce lactic acid that coagulate and partially digest the milk protein. Okay, so the small amount of curd is added to the milk as a inoculum. Inoculum means the bacteria that present in curd, उसे हम inoculum बोलेंगे. ठीक है, छोटी सी amount हम curd की use कर रहे हैं, उसके अंदर bacteria present है, so this is called inoculum. Okay, so small amount of inoculum of curd is added to milk for curdling. Curd is rich in vitamin B12 and this is rich in vitamin B12 and help in digestion related problems. Okay, it play very beneficial role in checking disease causing microbes in stomach. Lactoacid bacteria play very important, very beneficial role in checking disease causing microbes in stomach. Clear? Next is fermentation. Some microbes help in fermentation. What is fermentation? Formation of alcohol from sugar in absence of oxygen. Fermentation is the process of formation of alcohol from sugar in absence of oxygen. Okay, so some microbes help in fermentation like dosa, idli, ठीक है, is fermented by bacteria. The dough of idli and dosa is fermented by bacteria. Due to that the puffed up appearance of dough is due to the production of carbon dioxide. Due to the fermentation process, large amount of carbon dioxide is produced and dough appears puffed up. Okay. Yes, the dough which is used for making bread is fermented by baker's yeast. Baker's yeast that has a fungi. This is the baker's yeast is a fungi, Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Many drinks like toddy. Toddy is a traditional drink of the some parts of southern India, is made by fermenting sap from palm trees. Palm trees, the trees that do not have branches, that having a single stem and the many leaves are growing on the top of the tree. This type of trees are called palm trees, like coconut tree, okay, date tree. These are the examples of palm tree. Okay, so fermentation is the process of formation of alcohol from sugar in the absence of oxygen. Dosa, idli these are the fermented by bacteria, and due to fermentation a large amount of carbon dioxide gas is produced and dough appears puffed up. The dough which is used to make breads is fermented by using baker's yeast, Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Okay, large amount of some drinks also formed by microbes, like toddy is a traditional drink of the some parts of the southern India. It is made by the fermenting saffron palm tree. Okay, next is cheese making. Swiss cheese are due to production of the large holes in Swiss cheese are due to the production of large amount of carbon dioxide by the bacterium named Propionibacterium sarmani. Okay, the Swiss tree is made by the bacterium Propionibacterium sarmani, and it has the large holes, by producing large amount of carbon dioxide. This bacteria produce large amount of carbon dioxide. Due to the large amount of carbon dioxide, it has the large holes. Swiss cheese has the large holes. Next is Swiss cheese is a variety of cheese. Next is Roquefort cheese. Roquefort cheese is also the variety of cheese. Okay, it is made repelled by growing a specific fungi on them. Okay, it is grown or it is made by repelling with the specific fungi which give them a particular flavor. Okay, these specific fungi give them a particular flavor. So different varieties of the cheese are formed by different microbes. Different varieties of cheese are formed by using different microbes. Clear? So these are the microbes that are useful in household products. Lactobacillus or lactic acid bacteria is useful in the production of milk, curd from milk. Saccharomyces cerevisiae bacteria helpful in the process of fermentation and making bread, idli, dosa, etc. Okay, and Propionibacterium sarmani is useful in the production of Swiss cheese. Okay, so in this way, different microbes are useful in household products like curd, dosa, idli, bread, cheese, etc. I hope you understand today's topic. So students, watch video carefully. Read this topic from your book. Any doubt, any query, you are free to ask me, students. Thank you, students. Have a nice day.